What's good, ladies and gentlemen? You are now tuned in to another episode of the Doug Couch Show. Thanks for listening. Today is going to be a book review of James Patterson's Second Chance. So, hope y'all enjoy that, and I will see you guys in the next episode. What's happening, peoples? You're now tuned in to another episode of the Doug Couch Show. So, today's book review is going to be on Second Chance, the second book in the Women's Murder Club series. So, in this book, it started out, they're in a church. It's these kids and this dude in a church, and they're doing choir rehearsal. And so, they're leaving the church, and all of a sudden they hear shots, boom, 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 and you know, dude's like, get down, shooting, people shooting, and so they get down, and everybody's all freaking out and stuff, and then there's this one little girl standing on the church steps, and they look and they see another little girl, and she's dead. She got killed by the shooter. So, then they call Detective Lindsay Boxer in, and she does her thing or whatever, and then later on in the story, somebody else gets murked. It's this black lady. She gets killed. She gets no. It's this black. Yeah, it's this black lady. She gets killed, and she was killed because her husband was a cop. So this dude is killing folks because they're black and because they have connections to cops. Then another cop gets killed, Art Davidson, I believe was his name, and then that dude kills the chief of police. So they say this kid finds this symbol on this van, and it's a snake. And it's two heads. It's a lion's head. It's two heads, basically. And they're like, well, what could that be? So they later find out it was a hate group called Chimera. So that's what the killer calls himself, Chimera. And so they pull up an old lead on an old file, thanks to a prison guard that they went and interviewed the leader of Chimera in prison, and he told them it was basically an inside job. And so then they get this lead from an old file that's like 12 years old in the prison system, and it ends up, they think it's this dude named Frank Coombs, because I mean he's got all the motive and everything to go with it. So, I mean, you know, and then, so, meantime, her dad shows up that she ain't seen in 20 years, and she's trying to deal with that. She just like, okay, how do I deal with this? Because this is my dad. I haven't seen in about 20 years. So, you know, how do I deal with this? And, you know, she's having all these crazy thoughts, you know, and meantime, Jill is her lawyer friend. She was having a baby, or she was gonna have a baby, but she ends up miscarrying the baby. And so I mean, it's just a lot of stuff, man. This book was good. It was a real twister and turner, man. I mean, you know, and the reason they say Frank Coombs is responsible was because back like 12 years ago, he choked out a black kid in the hood, and you know, he choked her out here. He choked him out, and that's why they think he's responsible. And so, you know, but I'm not gonna give the book away. I'm gonna stop the review right there. I hope you guys enjoy. If you haven't read the book, go read it. I highly recommend it. So yeah, go check it out. It's called Second Chance by James Patterson. So yeah, go check it out, peeps. Thanks for listening, everybody, and I'll talk to you guys in the next podcast. Peace out, y'all. Y'all stay safe out there in this crazy coronavirus mess. Even though it's pretty much, I mean, it's not gone, but everybody is, they're just not talking about it as much as they was like when it first started, because it's just, I don't know, not everybody's all hyped up and shit over it no more. But well, I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about what happened this weekend. So my uncle come up, and we had drank some beer and everything, had some hot wings. We went through 60 hot wings. We had 30 boneless and 30 bone-in. Missy, stop it. Sorry, my dog's licking me. But we had like 30 boneless and 30 bone-ins. We ate all of them, and we was drinking, so that was cool. And then Sunday, I went and seen my other uncle, and my uncle, we got there, and he hasn't come out the house yet. So he comes out the house, and he's like, I ain't been feeling good. I'm like, oh, Lord, It's like, great. So basically what is going on is he said he had a fever, or he thought he had a fever, and he thought he had a stomach problem. And basically, so I'm like, great. So we end up staying, and then he hugs me, and I'm just like, nah, bro. I let him hug me and everything, but after I got home from my uncle's, I started feeling weird, and then it's crazy because ever since Sunday, which is when we went, I started, my throat's been stinging. I've been constantly clearing my throat just like I did just then, and I've been doing throughout this whole podcast. But yeah, she checked my temp yesterday, and I didn't have no fever, so I think I'm gonna be good, man. But yeah, sorry this podcast kind of went a different way at the end here, but yeah, y'all check out the book. I hope y'all like it. Read it, check it out. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Subscribe, just do your thing, bro. But yeah, y'all take it easy then. I'm out, y'all.